What is up, guys and girls? I'll tell you what, I'm pretty excited to be making an actual content video. I want to talk to you about Work Pro tools. This isn't supposed to be like a funny video or anything. I've come across something recently, or a feeling towards Work Pro tools. I know a lot of you guys know that I have spread the word about them, and they've made their way to a lot of people, different people in different fields, and those people have given honest reviews on the tools, good or bad. That's awesome. I'm glad that happened, because that's what I feel my YouTube channel is, you know? Good, bad, indifferent, you're going to get an honest review. And the people that got sent these tools gave honest reviews. And they're a DIY brand. They're not a professional brand. They don't market as professional. But for me, I could definitely buy them to do the jobs that I have to do. So I'm just going to go over a few things. But what I will say is I'm a little disappointed in Work Pro. Currently. But that's okay. I'm allowed to be. Stuff happens. And here's the dealio. So I started into Work Pro tools with a kit. Worked really well for me. Then I had an oscillating tool. Broke a few times, but I was able to fix it. And I mean, I beat the crap out of it. If you saw it or whatever, it was beat to shit. My favorite tools by Work Pro. The first one's this ratcheting screwdriver is awesome. Everything fits in the handle, all the bits. It works great. Has a nice ratcheting sound. And the only other one I was super impressed with in terms of a ratcheting screwdriver was the Rollo Gear. But water got in there and it was completely locked up. It was just a screwdriver. I cut it open and it was all rusted in there, and I don't even think that actually has a real ratchet, but it's really smooth. This though, see, what I like about it is I can use it as a nut driver or as a 1/4 inch hex driver. That's pretty common screw that we have, but the thin tip going all the way down is huge for me. I've realized that ones that flare out at the end, when you're trying to get into tight spaces, I know, I'm just saying for me in general, I'm usually trying to get into tighter spaces. This works awesome. If you don't want to hop on Amazon and get this, you can get the Husky version at Home Depot. Same thing, but I can't guarantee it will work as good as this, because I've been using this. $15 well spent. The second best thing I bought was these, which is the adjustable pliers, and they have been really good. I like how thin the heads are. There's not much movement in the jaws. A little bit. I mean, I've been using these pretty good. I don't know if I get up on the teeth and stuff. I'm not, you know, I'm out in the field when I work, but I'm not like dependent on making too many tools, do too many things. Yes, these can turn into hammers and stuff, but I try to avoid that. The thing I really do like about these, the best way I can explain it, is I do have the, I'm not going to pronounce them, but you know what they are. These are bigger ones. The grips are pretty similar, and these are obviously a lot better quality, but these aren't too far behind. I would put these ones right there, right above like Irwin and all of those, but under the professional brands. But these have held up great. The handles are nice. They're not too thick, but not too thin. Like you can, just like these. Like the first time I got these, I was like, man, there's like nothing there, but there is. There's a lot there, and it feels good when you got cranked down. And then I bought, like, you know, the Allen keys. People say, well, you know, they're painted, but they leave the tips exposed. Yeah, they're not T-handle. Great set to leave in your truck, though. The short ones are, God dang it. The short ones are crap. You know, I don't really use short ones that often. I need longer ones. That set's been very good. Nice case. It's held up in tool bags and stuff. Not bad. Then this was a kit they had out for $15, and you got a nice pair of dikes, a nice pair of needle nose, and a very, very nice pair of linesmen. And I mean, they're loosey goosey. It's got a crimper on it. Got teeth, jaws. Like, these are the tools that I wish they'd be making, you know? Like these. So I bought this set before I purchased this set. So I think this came out after this. I know they're not the same thing, but like, let's take a look at the needle noses. So these needle noses aren't bad. These are the bigger handled. These aren't. Nice, smooth, a little thinner. Not bad. You can, I'll show you these. I mean, I know it's hard to see, but I have used them. They work great. They're smooth. Same with the dikes. Jaws are fine. This I've used. You can see the threads. All fine. A little bit of surface rust there, sitting in a bag. But the handles on these are great. That's a great handle. Keep moving along. These aren't bad either. These have a nice handle. These pliers, they work good. These ones, yeah, they're alright. They're a little too thick, you know. I mean, they're a little too, these are Stanley comparable. These are not Stanley comparable. Now in terms of these are big pair of pliers here. These are supposed to be the same thing, nicer grip, but I gotta go with these. I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. Not real quick, but this is where I'm getting at. So I've shown you all these things, right? I'll keep going a little bit here. So crescent wrench. It has a nice padded handle, you know, gripped. The grip feels nice. It works fine. It's an adjustable crescent wrench, you know. No issues with it. Go up one size, you know, the grip gets a little chunkier, but still not too bad. And it's comfortable, you know, like when you gotta really reef down on something, you can. And this one I have actually put a ton of pressure on a few times, but I don't know. I mean, it almost gets too big. It's too much, you know. when you're working in spaces and stuff, your hand gets bigger, the bigger the grip gets. That's just something that they could work on. I think they knocked it out of the park on the small one, and then it just, I know it all increasingly gets bigger, but they're vice grip pliers. These have actually worked out great. These are, I do love the Irwin kind. Irwin kind is my favorite, but these have definitely worked just fine. I mean, these are like any of your standard ones, working good. Moving on, tape measure. It's like an old technology tape measure, but has a pretty good, not a bad blade on it. It's not like a standout now, but like, you know, it goes Milwaukee, Stanley. It does have nice padding and stuff if you drop it or whatnot, or use it as a hammer. It's lasted. 6-in-1. This has been awesome. 72 tooth stubby ratchet. I've gotten a lot of use out of this. One of their older products. I wish they would make one like this again. The handle. I like the handle a lot on that. Heat gun. Or, I'm sorry. Infrared thermometer. I use this. But, you know, it has a nice lit back screen. Work Pro on the side. It's awesome. Conduit level. I keep this in my bag, not as a conduit level, but just to have a small level. Working apartment maintenance, you never know when you need a level or whatever. I bought this screwdriver set. I like it. I like it a lot. I've been using it for about a month. You know, very comfortable grip. To me, the whole hammering and stuff isn't important. I mean, if I'm gonna be reefing on one of these, I'm gonna use a drill or something. I liked that the tips were labeled, but as you can tell, you know, it's held up alright, but it's going to go away. But the grips, I mean, the grips and everything feel great on these. They work great. Here's what I'm getting at. I've been very excited about Work Pro tools for a long time. Are they reinventing the wheel? Absolutely not. I think they're just putting out good products that I enjoy. Like I said, I am a Stanley fan. And to me, I mean, Stanley's never had a screwdriver this style, this good. They haven't. If you go to Walmart and buy the ones that are kind of like this, they don't fit in the screw heads properly, and you know, it is what it is. But I'm just saying, like, so some of their tools are a step above. But they keep coming out with, like, knives. It's like, listen, there's already a set market for knives. You go with, like, a Stanley, a Milwaukee, a DeWalt. I'm not big on DeWalt, but, you know, I go with, actually, me personally, I like Stanley and Husky knives. But that's just me personally. What I'm trying to say is they have done a very good job at making the basic tools. And I don't work for them, so I don't know where they're going with all of this. A lot of good tools here. A lot I think they need to revisit and try to remake. Like the stubby. This is an awesome little kit. The screwdriver is kind of crap. But that stubby, freaking awesome. WorkPro, if you're listening, if it's not too much, could you please develop a decent hammer? I have gone online and looked extensively at your hammer options. Now, years ago, I think it was 6 years ago when I bought my first WorkPro tools off Amazon, it came with I believe it was a 16-ounce hammer. And listen, like, the design is a little bit of it, right? These are both Craftsman. They've been used, they've been put to the test, they've been great. Pretty simple design, kind of cool. Like, this one's cool color, whatever. Nice handles. I mean, the Craftsman hammers have awesome handles, but instead of coming out with 20 different knives, could we develop a decent hammer or a tape measure? Like I said, this is not bad. It's not a bad tape measure. This is something I would have bought in like 1999, 2000. I will say I've tested their 20 volt tools. I was very impressed with the oscillating tool. Like I said, I ran that work for almost 3 years, and that it's a tough job of what oscillating tools do at my work. The other one that I've started to use a lot more, and I have the Milwaukee 12 volt, but WorkPro has their 12 volt. I think this thing's $50, I think it's $40 on Amazon. Does not throw out the speed or anything like the Milwaukee, but it works. Like, I didn't realize how much I would use a Dremel tool, but when you do apartment maintenance, you have a lot of different things that you're doing, but some of it is like 50-year-old delicate work that you're trying to save, preserve, because the other option is a big, you know, whatever. This works out great. I keep it in the shop. I also have the Hyper Tough 8 volt version, and that's been awesome. I know I've been all over the place. What I'm basically trying to say is, WorkPro, I wish you would come out with a good hammer and some good tape measures. And I would like to see you. You did a good job with this infrared gun. I don't know if it's rebranded or whatever. Did a great job with it. You did a great job with these. From what I hear, they're not even available anymore. These are great. These are your wins. These screwdrivers, I don't think are available anymore. You came out with, you know, I know it starts with a P. I forget the handle. I have Stanley's like it, and I do like that style, but WorkPro just released new screwdrivers that are that style, and that's not new. That's old. If you would have taken this, kept it, and then made like an insulated screwdriver like this, make a pipe wrench, make long precision screwdrivers. These actually work very well. Just you know, you guys do a very good job with a lot of tools, and right now though, I've been looking to purchase new WorkPro, and nothing excites me. So that's basically it. There's still a lot of great WorkPro tools for you guys to eat up, consume, or don't. I mean, it does not matter, because I'm right now kind of at a standstill as well. So anyways guys, I'll catch you on the next one. I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you for the kind words and the encouragement. It's been awesome, and I really do appreciate it. So catch you guys on the next one. Later.